All right. For a brief second now, let's go back to question number 16 because I want to show you something. A through C, I call double replacement. D is single replacement. Based on the analogy that we used yesterday, why do you think A through C is double replacement while D is single replacement? Yes, AC. Remember that in our analogy, there were the 5 types of reactions. And the first one was where they went dancing, square dancing. And at some point, they exchanged partners. Let's take a look at that. So you have sodium. Think of metals as being guys, non-metals as being girls. Metals, guys. Non-metals, girls. Now, why do you think I put a square around this little 3, but not a square around this little 3? Okay, when it comes to little 3s, you need to be very careful. Because why is that little 3 there? Is it there because it's always with the girl NO3? Or is it there because it needed to balance out iron? To balance. So what that tells you is that it is unique for that situation and you should not think of it anymore. Now, how about this little 3 right here? Is that little 3 always with NO or is it there to balance out with iron? It is always with NO. There is no NO polyatomic ion. It is NO3. So that's why I put a square. Now look what happens on the other side. Guy, new girl, guy, new girl. What did they do? They flip-flopped. They switched partners. Guy, girl, guy, girl, guy, new girl, guy, new girl. Guy, girl, guy, girl, guy, new girl, guy, new girl. Now, let's look at the last one. You ready? Metal, guy, guy, girl. New guy, guy, new girl. What happened there? What part of our analogy is that? Robert? When they were slow dancing and Zach had to come over to cut in, right? That's what it's called, cutting in. No, you tapped him on. You're a gentleman. So is Christian. Of course, Christian was acting like he was just about to not be a gentleman, right? All right. So, examples A through C on 16 are examples of double replacement. Why? 2 couples and there is a double replacement. The letter D is single replacement. Why? There's a couple and then a person just hanging out. A couple and a person that is just hanging out. What is the analogy for single replacement reactions? Cutting in. Cutting in. And the general formula is you're going to have an A that's just looking on, watching BC dancing. But after the cutting in occurs, B is now watching and AC is now dancing. For us, it was Zach, Christian, Emma, and then over here, it's Christian and Zach, Emma. Joey, you're not going to be taking down notes, like since you know that my worksheets are dependent on that? Number 18, what is the analogy for double replacement? Square dancing. And what do you have? Claxton. What do you have? You have Zach and Maddie and Christian and Emma. And then on the other side, you have Zach and Emma and Christian and Maddie. They switched partners. All right, so let's look at some examples. This is fairly easy because it's already set up for you. The hard part is a common. So these are fairly easy because they're already set up for you. All you have to do is take out your second best friend, take out your best friend, and you'll need it. What? Nope. Now you have two best friends instead of one best friend. All right, so I'm going to call on you, those of you who volunteer, I'm going to call on you and you're going to balance it, and then I'll take another volunteer to tell me the phases on these things, and then I'll take another volunteer to tell me whether it's single or double replacement. All right, Ryan, we'll begin with you. Balance it. How many mg's? How many mg's? How many AGs? How many AGs? How many NO3s? How many NO3s? Oh, got to balance that. You need two NO3s, buddy. So what are you going to put in front of AgNO3? A 2. But if you can imagine, that messes up your AGs. Is it balanced? All right, Emma. Phase notation for magnesium nitrate. Very good, because all nitrates are aqueous. And how about for silver? Metal or non-metal? Metal, and all metals are solid except for mercury. All right, so Roberto, is this single or double replacement? Is this square dancing or is it cutting in? Single. Very nice.
Attention staff, we are entering a level 1 medical alert lockdown. The pink team is needed in the LC100.
Okay, don't ask me to go to the bathroom. All right, because I'll forget. Here we go. Next one. Bobby. How many Ks? How many Ks? How many OHs? How many OHs? Ooh, gotta fix that. Ooh, I think we've messed up Ks. All right, how many irons? How many irons? How many chlorides? How many chlorides? Ah, very nice, very nice. Zacharias, potassium chloride. That's an AQ. And iron 3 hydroxide. That is AS. Very nice. Eline. SR or DR? Double. All right, you're doing fine. Good job. Any questions so far? This is the easy part. All right, here we go. Malachi, our Italian brother. Hey, how many BAs? How many BAs? How many chlorides? How many chlorides? How many mercuries? How many mercuries? How many nitrates? How many nitrates? Well, that was easy. By the way, that's AQ. Reagan, how about mercury chloride? What does the chart say about mercury chloride? Mercury 1 chloride. Is there 2 mercuries there? There should be 2. Just mercury 2? Okay, mercury 1. Put mercury 1 down at the bottom. Hg2 plus 2, which is mercury 1. And go to chlorides, and that's solid. Well, it's not my bad. That's just the chart is not as complete as we would like it for it to be. So go to chloride, and that's a solid. Go to carbonate, and that's a solid. CO3. Go to hydroxide, and that's a solid. Go to PO4, and that's a solid. I think the rest are aqueous, but leave them blank. For that one, if it's blank, assume aqueous unless I run across another one. Is there a sulfide there, S? Okay, S is a solid as well. You're making a new one. Hg2 plus 2. That's mercury 1. Robert can probably help you. Bob, he can help you with that. Did you get it down, Bob? The chart? All right, let's do it again. So for Hg2 plus 2, you ready? Chloride, solid. Sulfide, solid. No. S negative 2. PO4, solid. I'm giving you all the ones that are solid, buddy. PO4 negative 3, solid. Hydroxide, OH negative, solid. Is bromide there? Bromide is solid. Is iodide there? Iodide is solid. All right, for now, let's just keep it at that. Okay, so getting back to Reagan, barium nitrate. AQ, very nice, very nice. Danielle, double or single? She is correct. Thank you for volunteering. AC, how many chlorides? How many chlorides? Ooh. Fix it. How many NAs? How many NAs? Fix it. How many I's? How many I's? Very nice. All right. Let's do the rest here. Chlorine in its natural state. If you don't know, look on the periodic table in the back. Remember, if it's black, it's solid. If it's red, it's gas. If it's blue, it's liquid. So, Christian, chlorine, what phase? Gas. Notice it's not jazz. He didn't say jazz, did he? He said gas. Right, Rowan? Yes. Sodium iodide, AQ or solid? Jasmine, sodium iodide, AQ or solid? Look on your chart. Your second best friend. AQ. Sodium chloride. Cassidy, AQ or solid? And iodine. Rowan. No, it's by itself. So look back there. It's black, it's solid. All right. How about this one? Crazy E. Single or double? Single. And here's a case where it's the 21st century. So you had a girl, guy, girl. On the other side, you have guy, new girl. So who cut in? The girl did. And the girl that was dancing is now kicked out to the side of the dance hall. So this is Robert's dream one of these days to have two girls fighting over you, right? It's already happened, hasn't it? Yes. Big old lineman studling. All right, knowing the general equation, we can even predict what will happen if all we are given on the react are the reactants. If nothing becomes solid, then we say that the reaction does not occur. The key thing that you need are the solubility chart for double replacement and the activity series for single replacement. Write the correctly balanced equations, including phase notation for the following. Okay, let me introduce you to your next important chart. Turn to the back side of your periodic table. Look at around a chart that is around 3 o'clock. No, I'm sorry, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. And it's the activity series. Now, be careful because it's on the edge and sometimes they get cut off. So, did anyone get cut off? Okay. So, let me help you with that. So, the first one is Li, K, Ba, Ca, Na, Al,
Attention staff, we have now completed the lockdown.
Fe,
Attention staff, we have now completed the lockdown.
Ni, Sn, Pb, H, Cu, Ag, and Au. Okay, there's an MD somewhere. Must have skipped. Okay, so remember, guys are really shallow. So, oh yeah, guys are really shallow. So what you find is that most guys either have a physical little black book or a mental little black book where they will rate the girls that they know. Okay? Maddie, does this come as a surprise to you? No, it does not, does it? Okay, when I was at UT, my friend and I used to sit by the business office, the business building. And I don't know why the business department attracted so many beautiful women, but we would just sit there and we would rate women as they, girls as they passed by. Why? Because we were 21 and we were shallow. Okay? We were idiots. Oh, my wife knows this. My wife knows I'm an idiot. I'm just not as idiotic as I was when I was 21. Yeah, sure. I'm less idiotic than you are, sir. That much. So, all guys either have a physical little black book or they have a mental little black book. So, on the left side is the metals black book. On the right side is the non-metals black book. So on the left side, all the metals are listed from best looking to dead dog ugly. Okay? On the right side are the four non-metals that we're going to care about. And they are listed as best looking down to woof woof. Okay? So that's it. That's the ratings. So the question is it ever possible to have a couple dancing and somebody come and tap in and the girl looks and goes, no, I'd much rather stay with what I've got. The answer is yes. It is, there is. And when that happens, when the guy that tries to tap in is uglier than the guy that is dancing, it's a no reaction. You literally put down NR for no reaction. Now, if you think about it, this kind of makes sense. What's on the bottom of that chart? Gold and silver. Okay, what's the significant thing about gold and silver? Okay, where are they on that chart? Good looking or ugly? Ugly. Okay, now let me introduce you to oxygen. Oxygen is not a very picky element. Oxygen will virtually react with anything except gold and silver. Even oxygen has standards. So, our forefathers, when they used to be hunter gatherers, inevitably went into a cave for shelter. In the cave, they found pretty shiny streaks of cave wall, which they thought was pretty. Okay, what's the significance of that? It was probably gold or silver. So they took whatever they had, knives, and for knives, probably a stone knife, and they started chipping away. So one of our forefathers went up to another forefather and said, "Hey, look at this pretty shiny rock." And the other forefather said, "I like that shiny rock. Give it to me." And this forefather said, "No, it's my shiny rock." Well, the bigger forefather said, "Too bad." Knocked the smaller forefather down and took his shiny rock. What a shame. And for 5,000 years, we've still considered these shiny rocks, gold and silver, which is so ugly in the chemical world that even oxygen won't react with it. We still consider it valuable, even though there's tons of gold and silver. It is still valuable because from the very beginning of human history, people have been fighting over shiny rocks. Now, notice who's kind of close to the ugly zone: copper and zinc and aluminum. Okay, because the poor nerdy caveman went back to lick his wounds after being beaten up by the bully caveman. And what he did is he decided he was cold, so he decided to build a fire. Okay, so he of course took some rocks that he got from the cave and he arranged it around a circle and built the fire around the circle because he learned that if you want to sleep near the fire, you need to make sure you have a barrier between the fire and you, or else you burn. Okay? That morning, he woke up and there was a puddle, what looked like a puddle, but it was solid, of another shiny metal near one of the rocks. Okay? So he chipped it out and he had now another piece of metal. He had discovered copper. Now, copper is good looking enough that it will react and will form metals or alloys. Okay? But copper is ugly enough that you can easily remove out of the alloy, I'm sorry, out of the mineral, or ore, ORE, by heating it up. So our forefathers found that some metals could be easily removed out of the rock form by heating it up in the presence of especially charcoal. Okay, so they started getting zinc and copper out. Okay, at some point, this nerdy forefather decided to melt zinc and copper together, and it got something that looked like gold, but was a whole lot tougher. He tried copper and tin, and that was downright very, very hard. And he could make it very, very sharp. So He went up to the bully, went up to the bully and said, look, my other shiny metal. And the bully said, give it to me. And he did. And now we have the first murder via knife attack. Okay? Pretty soon, the relatives of the bully forefather was able to figure out how to make knives of their own. And now we have tribes in battle with each other, fighting with swords and knives. And then pretty soon we have tribes shooting nuclear missiles at each other. Okay, and it all started with a nerdy caveman and a bully caveman fighting over gold. So you're probably wondering, what relevance is this to me? I've just explained to you human history using chemistry. Okay, so here we go. Let's do the first one, and then I'll show you how this works. Silver nitrate. What you need to do, first and foremost, the most important thing you can do is write a correct chemical formula. Silver is +1, nitrate is -1. And that appears to be balanced. So scratch away the charges because they were just there to help us. Phase notation. Now, for the reactants, I will always give you the information for phase notation. Okay? So, what does solutions of silver nitrate mean to you? AQ or solid? AQ. And magnesium metal. Now be careful with elements when they're by themselves because there are 7 of them that are twosomes. Is magnesium one of these twosomes? You sure? Okay, so magnesium, metal or non-metal? Metal, okay. All metals are solid except for mercury. Okay. Now, what you want to do is all the metals circle, imagine they're guys, and all the non-metals square, imagine that they're girls. What kind of situation do we have here? Do we have square dancing or do we have cutting in? Cutting in. All right. So Maddie, you put yourself in the shoes of nitrate. You are dancing with silver. Look up silver on your chart. How good looking is silver? Not. Okay, magnesium tries to cut in, Maddie. I know that you're sweet and gentle and compassionate and probably wouldn't do this. Imagine you're shallow and you're dancing with somebody that is dead dog ugly and a good looking guy tries to cut in. What would you do? Would you say yes or no? That's okay. Be shallow. Yeah, okay. All right, now be careful because magnesium is not +1. What is the charge of magnesium? +2. So when it bonds with nitrate, how many nitrates will you need? Okay, so parentheses 2. Let's look up nitrate on your solubility chart. What does it say? Folks, nitrates are always AQ. All right, who got kicked over to the curb? Poor silver. And all metals are solid except for... All right, so we're not done yet. Now we need to balance it. Are we okay with silvers? Yes. Are we okay with nitrates? 102. Ooh. Now are we okay with nitrates? But that messes up our silvers. What are we going to do? Put a 2 on there. Okay, magnesium 1, we're fine. So that's it. We just predicted the reaction, a single replacement reaction. We just predicted a single replacement reaction. We're going to stop right there and pick up. All right, here we go. They can either be single replacement or double replacement, cutting in or square dancing. First thing we need to do is write correct chemical formulas. If we don't write correct chemical formulas, we're toast. AC, what is the correct chemical formula for silver nitrate? AgNO3. And the solution is a clue that tells you what phase silver nitrate is in. And that phase is AQ. And magnesium metal, AC, what's the symbol? Mg. And all metals are what phase except for what element? They're all solid except for mercury. Okay, now we need to figure out whether this is a single or a double replacement reaction. And it's real easy. If it's a compound plus a compound, it's double, trade partners. If it's a single thing plus a compound, it's single replacement. So take out your activity series. Let's circle the guys and square the girls. Magnesium and silver are both found on the left side. Nitrate is a group of girls, and she's really not doing much. So the question is magnesium man enough to replace silver in this dance? Is magnesium higher up on the activity series than silver? Kanan? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So what happens is things get replaced. So now the magnesium goes with the nitrate. Nitrate has a little number. Little numbers worry me. Okay? This is what you should always ask yourself. Is that little 3 always with NO, or is it there just to bond with silver? It's always with NO, so it comes over to the other side. And now we put charges down. Magnesium is +2, nitrate is -1. What is the correct formula for magnesium nitrate? Kanan? Okay. And according to your solubility chart, when it is in water, will it be dissolved or solid? All AQ, all nitrates are AQ. It's automatic. Just don't even think about it. All nitrates are AQ. Plus, which element got kicked off to the side of the dance floor? Silver. Is silver one of our 7 that are a twosome in their natural form? Is it a diatomic molecule? Wrong chart, buddy. It's in the middle of your best friend's butt. Brother Huncliffe is your acronym. Brother Huncliffe. I do not know. Okay, did you find the diatomic molecule list? Is silver one of them? Okay, then don't worry about it. What is the phase on silver? Silver is a metal, and all metals are, with the exception of mercury. All right, last thing we need to do is balance it. Robert, is it balanced? What needs to be fixed? Which side? Good job. Any questions? I consider this to be the hardest thing in chemistry. After this, chemistry is a piece of cake. Yeah, assuming you know everything. Chemistry. All the new stuff is not going to be as hard as this, what I'm teaching you right now. All right, maybe not. Malachi, lead 2 nitrate. What's the formula? NO3. Is that it, or do you need to balance out those charges? Okay, so lead is +2, nitrate is -1. So what's the answer? It says solution, so what do we put in the parentheses? SL, G, or AQ? 1 in 4 chance, buddy. Nope, nope, it's AQ. Solution means AQ. Solution means AQ. All right. Cassidy, sodium chloride. First of all, do you agree that it is Pb parentheses NO3 parentheses 2? Okay. Sodium chloride. So what is the formula? It says solution, so what do we write down? All right, how about the next person? Is this one of those things where somebody's trying to butt in on a dance couple, or is this square dancing and they're going to exchange partners? Let's see. Metal, little numbers. Does that 3 stay with the NO, or is it there because of the PB? Cassidy? Okay. Is this 2 there because of lead, or does it stay with the NO3? No. Actually, he said it was PbNO3, and then I said, is that balance? And he goes, no. And then he put parentheses. The reason why that 2 is there is because lead is +2 and nitrate is -1. So no, let's just put a square around the NO3. Sodium chloride. All right, so what kind of reaction is this? Double or single? Double. Reagan, she did all the hard part. Now you do the easy part. Switch them up. Guy with new girl, guy with new girl. Okay, it has to be, forgive me for chemistry for being so sexist, but it has to be guy first, girl second. All right. So we brought the 3 across because that is a permanent denizen. Now it's a brand new story here. Are these formulas correct? Reagan? No. Okay, so what should PbCl really be? And what should NaNO3 really be? Well, what's the charge on Na? What's the charge of NO3? Looks right to me. All right, take out your solubility chart. What does your solubility chart say about PbCl2? Yes. Chill. And what does it say about NO3s? NO3s are always AQ, period. Okay. Before Canaan has a conniption back there, The last thing we do before we go on to the next question is, Reagan, is it balanced? All of it. It is? So 1 PB, 1 PB, 2 NO3s, 1 NO3. Doesn't look balanced to me. Now is it balanced? Now is it balanced? Happy?
Yes.
We do that last. We do it last. What do you think? So you've seen a single replacement and you've seen a double replacement. I think so. Historically, people struggle with this more than any other thing. Nah. All right, here we go. Magnesium and nitrate is mixed with zinc. Crazy E. What is the formula for magnesium nitrate? You're going to set it up for Joey. Good start. Any clues as to what its phase is? Psst. It's in the question. Nope, stop looking there. I will always give you the clues to that in the question. Is that what solution means? So a saline solution that you use for your contact lenses, that's a solid AQ. Solution means AQ, my friends. Please remember that. All right, Maddie, zinc. Just zinc. What is it? Now be careful, sometimes the elements come as a twosome. Is this one of those twosomes? Turn the page. Look around the middle. Right side of the left side of the middle. No, right side of the middle. Look for the diatomic molecules. Is zinc one of them? Okay, well, zinc is what? A metal or non-metal? All metals are, with the exception of, all right. Joey, dude, she did the hard part. Now you do the easy part. First of all, let's put a circle around all the metals. Metal, metal. Is this 2 there because of magnesium, or is it always there? Did we put it there because we had to balance it with magnesium, or is it always with NO3? Anytime you see NO3, it's there. Okay, good. So let's not put a square around it. All right, so Joey, is this like 2 couples switching partners, or is this a cutting in? Okay, guy, girl, guy. Is this 2 couples changing partners, or is it a couple encountering a person by themselves? So this is single replacement. So when it's single replacement, Joey, you need to check to see if the guy, or sometimes the girls are fighting over a guy. If the guy, in this case, if zinc is man enough to replace magnesium. And where you look is on your activity series and see whether zinc is high enough to replace magnesium. It is not. So what happens? You put NR, meaning no reaction. Did you see that? If the person who's trying to cut in is lower on the chart than the person that's dancing, done. No, thank you. I mean, think about Emma. I mean, if she's dancing with you and Robert tries to cut in, why would Emma give up you for Robert? No, no, that's insane, right? You would? Oh, I thought you guys were like late night studying the other night. All right, sodium chloride and barium nitrate. Sodium chloride and barium nitrate. To you, Zachary, sodium chloride. Ah, Na. Is that a correct formula? Yeah, because everyone knows that yeah starts with an N. All right, he's right. Any clues from the question as to what the phase is now? What about barium nitrate? Frickin' BA. Is that okay? Any clues as to what phase that is? All right, let's circle the guys, square the girls. Circle, square, circle. Okay, we got the little numbers. Is 3 always with NO and NO3? Yes. Is this 2 just because of barium or is it there? Okay, so we don't square that. We don't take it over to the other side. All right now. Yes, Ken.
Is this 3 there because bonded with the one? You seem to make a pretty good big deal out. How many people have carried over the 3?
Dude, if I had $1 for every person who's done that in my 30 years of teaching, I would not be teaching right now. I would be in an island in the South Pacific where there's no mosquitoes. All right, so let's trade partners. Sierra, trade them partners. New guy, new girl. New couples, go. New circle with a new square. Okay, very good. Is that a correct chemical formula? Let's see, barium's charge is what? The charge, my dear, not the atomic mass. Should be on top of that row, that column. And the charge on chlorine? And how do they bounce? Very good. All right. And what's the other couple? The other new couple? And is that correct chemical formula? What's the charge on sodium? And the charge on nitrate? Pardon me? Should say it there on the polyatomic ion chart. Very good. Is that a correct chemical formula? All right. So we're good. That's good. All right. So take out your solubility chart. Find barium. Find chloride. Is it AQ or S? Emma, you want to finish this up for her? She's done all the hard work. AQ. What about sodium nitrate? Okay. So basically, what does this mean? They were dancing to begin with. They're just dancing to end up with. Did anything happen? But they're still friends. AQ means friends. Solid means romance. So here's an example of a NR. No reaction. No reaction. Yes, Christian. Right, doesn't matter. Okay, if a double replacement reaction results in 2 AQs, then put down NR, you're done. No reaction. Yes. You don't have to balance it, but you're right. It should be balanced to 2. Now it's balanced. All right. So let's stop right there. And